Hello people of the internet, welcome to a speed paint that I forgot to start recording when I started painting. Anyway, regardless, I think this is a pretty cool piece. I don't know what you think, but I'm just really happy with it because I actually want to call this a self-portrait, but I know that there are going to be people who are going to be, that doesn't look like you. Yeah, it doesn't, because I'm not at that stage where I could exactly replicate a person from an angle which is already hard to draw. I have trouble drawing faces that are, straight and, front and center, and I cannot imagine trying to compose something with my own face or anybody else's face, something in a pose like this. But actually overall I'm really proud of this pose because I've never done anything like this before and it was challenging, but I stuck with it. I persevered. I am super proud of this. This is another one that I absolutely love. Like, there are no words to describe how much I love this. Also, I wanted to do something like this for a while. I've been trying, to do grayscale drawing with, flashes of bright color or something like that. And I haven't really succeeded the past few times, but this was a magical day. This was a lucky day for Sisley because she finally did it. And like I said, I'm super happy with this. And even the face, which was really challenging, I somehow got it right. I believe. I know there are mistakes, and there are always mistakes. I mean, you don't have to point them out if you don't want to, or if you want to, you can point them out. I always welcome constructive criticism on my art, and I always appreciate it. So this was actually, really fun, really entertaining, and drawing in grayscale and painting in grayscale actually makes you learn a lot more and a lot faster because you're not distracted by color. And I painted the majority of this in grayscale. And I'm saying the majority because obviously one part of this is not going to be grayscale, if you know what I mean. I mean, you've obviously seen the thumbnail. But this is beautiful. I mean, I am so happy with the level of semi-realism. I mean, I want to say realism, but this is a little bit far from realism if you ask me. The level of semi-realism that I was able to achieve with this particular drawing, with a face, with a body. Of course it was challenging and I didn't do a line art, so I had to rely completely on the paintbrush and the brush tool to guide, to draw this in grayscale and make it look like it's three-dimensional and actually, in a three-dimensional space. And it was really difficult, but I managed to do this quite well, and I hope to do more of these drawings in the future because it was an amazing learning experience. And I know these arms kind of look metallic at this point, but it's pretty okay. I actually really like it. I like contrast and things, even though sometimes it's not the right place and not the right time for contrast. I still like to use this as an excuse to validate every single drawing thing that I make. This shirt actually is pretty funny. If you've seen any of my videos or my social media, you know that I have a shirt that my mom brought me as a gift from the United States when she was, visiting for a business trip. So I've been really loving this shirt, and I don't know if this is the only reason to call it a self-portrait, but I really love this shirt, and when I was envisioning this drawing, I could not imagine any other article of clothing except this shirt. So yeah, the face is pretty lovely in my opinion, even though I don't know if it looks good, but I just, wanted to do something where the head is tilted back, and of course it's already challenging to do. I hope I did not mess this up entirely, and I don't think I did. I really actually like this. This has given me a lot of, possibilities to play with, especially brush opacity, brush blending, and this has just reminded me once again why I always prefer Sai over Photoshop. Photoshop might be the industry standard, as some people say, but it'll never have such blending capabilities that Sai has. Sai has just this built-in blendability of colors, like when you use the water tool or when you use the brush tool. Like, no tool in Photoshop will do this as easily and intuitively as Sai's tools do. So that's why I love Paint Tool Sai, and that's a whole another reason why if you're starting digital art or you're experienced in digital art, you should try Paint Tool Sai. And well, that rhymed. You should try Paint Tool Sai. I wonder if they advertise it like that. And this is the part where I was pitting it and I thought any probably older teacher would be like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're ruining it. You're ruining a perfectly good drawing with such neon nonsense. And I wouldn't be me. Sisley would not be Sisley if she did not add screaming neon in your face colors to her drawing. And this was the beautiful pop of color, and I was absolutely living. I was living when I was drawing this. Literally, I was so alive. My soul was cleansed, and I found new meanings to live as I was painting this. And it's just so beautiful and so carefree, and it's just so free spirit, and I love it so much. I'm not sure if I love how I cropped it. I actually didn't crop the drawing itself. I think the composition would have been better if I cropped the finished result, but I can always do that, I mean, always, literally. So, I don't know, tell me what you think, because I am so in love with this. I am absolutely in love with this, especially, of course, the neon hair. This is one of the greatest things I've ever drawn. I'm in love with it. This and the umbrella picture are my favorites. Also, I'm now actually 21 years old because my birthday was a few days ago. By the time you watch this, I'm actually not, as I'm recording this, but by the time you watch this, so yeah, I'm happy. And I tried adding, some background thingies, but ultimately I decided against it, and I like it best like this. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello guys, bye!